I'm Kaya Hunter, money coach and business owner. I help women create financial peace of mind. In my video today, I want to share a personal story with you, and it's a personal story about how I compromise my values around money to keep peace in my marriage. For those of you that don't know what money values are, they're your beliefs and your attitudes around money that determine the decisions you make on things like saving, on things like budgeting and investing and so forth. So as an example, my beliefs, some of my beliefs around money are things like I believe that you need to have a savings buffer for emergencies. I believe that you need to keep consumer debt to a minimum. I also believe that property is a great vehicle for building wealth. So they're some of my values around money. I've always been pretty good with money. I haven't always saved, especially when I was younger, but if I do sit down and set a goal for myself, then I absolutely am able to and am disciplined enough to save. And I have always had that cash buffer that I talked about, and also minimal consumer debt through my life. And then I got married, and things kind of changed. We never sat down and had a conversation about money and understood what made each other tick in terms of money. And I guess back then I didn't feel the need, and he seemed so well put together that I didn't think it'd be an issue. But what I began to learn over time was that he wasn't great with money, and what I found myself doing more and more were going along with not great decisions about money to keep the peace and to avoid arguments that could have been potentially avoided had we had conversations about money up front and understood our money values up front. So bills didn't get paid, cars were bought unnecessarily, and savings, they were a thing of the past. Suffice to say, the marriage didn't last, partly because of money, but not all because of money. You'd think I would have learnt my lesson though, right? No. Many years later, the same thing, went into another relationship, didn't have the conversation, and the same things happen. So after the universe has kicked me in the twice now, I've learnt my lesson. I completely understand my values, not just around money, but all of my values, but importantly around money. If I ever go into another relationship, I would absolutely sit down and have that conversation around money first and understand those things. But more importantly than that, I wouldn't ever compromise my values, and again, not just my money values, but I would never again compromise my values for somebody else. Now, I'm not prepared to put it to the test anytime soon, but I feel in my heart that I have learnt my lesson, like I said, after the universe kicking me up the butt twice. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and if you have, please feel free to share it. This is Kaya Hunter, Money Coach.